Let's be honest, who hasn't ever thought about what traveling to space would be like? It is the dream of many and the privilege of only a few. But getting to space is not an easy task nor a matter of luck. The few chosen ones work extremely hard in order to see their wish fulfilled. Astronauts are required to prepare for years before they even get the chance to go to space. They have to undergo a lot of rigorous tests and extreme training and must exercise both physically and psychologically before taking off into the deep and intriguing cosmos. Before starting, don't forget to like and subscribe to our channel for more future updates. So let's start. 1. More men than women. The reason why the profession of astronauts is less present in the female gender is not as obvious as you may think. This is because the threshold of exposure to space radiation is lower for women than it is for men, so this automatically becomes a health hazard for women. According to NASA experts, prolonged exposure to cosmic radiation, whether on the surface of some planets or in deep space, increases the likelihood of developing diseases such as cancer. 2. Physical conditions for going into space. As Pedro Duque explained to Mega in an interview, from the physical point of view, extraordinary conditions are not required for space travel. You have to be in good health, yes, and to prove that you can withstand the 3 gravitational forces of pressure in the heart, said the astronaut. 3. First human to make a space trip. The protagonist of the first visit to space was the Russian cosmonaut Yuri Gagarin, traveling on April 12, 1961 aboard the ship Vostok 1. Gagarin took a walk around our planet at a speed of 27,400 kilometers divided by h, lasting 108 minutes. His words to describe the experience revealed his great astonishment. The Earth is blue. From cosmic heights the planet is seen clearly, and mountains, coasts, and islands are clearly distinguished. He later emphasized in his official report on the flight. 4. NASA MMU backpack. Also called Manned Maneuvering Unit. This is a 140 kilograms propulsion backpack that allows astronauts of the Space Shuttle to fly freely. It is placed in the EMU spacesuit and jet SND is propelled using high-pressure nitrogen. It consists of 2 aluminum tanks, each containing 5.9 kilos of nitrogen at a pressure of 20.7 kilopascals, which is more than enough for 6 hours of extravehicular activity. 5. How do astronauts urinate? For short-term expeditions they use special diapers called MAG. For longer trips, the ships have special toilets that operate at zero gravity. These do not absorb the waste by water. They function as very powerful vacuum cleaners that sweep away everything that is floating in the ship's environment. 6. First space mission of a Spaniard. Pedro Duque was the first Spanish astronaut to step into space. He traveled in October 1998 with 6 other astronauts on the Shuttle Discovery, with the aim of completing the STS-95 mission. Luckily, just in that same month Pedro Duque took the time to give Mega Interesting his last interview before leaving. 7. Space grooming. As we all know, almost all the water astronauts consume in space is carried from Earth, so they have to ration this precious resource very well. Therefore, instead of taking a shower, they lather up with a damp cloth. 8. Fire-resistant suits. Made of heat-resistant synthetic materials, this model of suit does not burn or melt when in contact with flames. Proximity suits, used in firefighting and air accidents, can withstand up to 260 degrees Celsius. Obviously, those used by astronauts must also be able to protect in extreme temperature conditions, from the intense space cold and from the heat of re-entry into the Earth's atmosphere. 9. Orlan suit. This Russian suit model allows astronauts to be out of station for more than 7 hours, which they invest in installing new equipment or carrying out repair work. The pressure inside the suit is 0.4 atmospheres. 10. Health consequences of space travel. Astronauts often lose muscle mass, since in space they do not use the force needed on Earth to overcome the resistance generated by gravity. Sometimes their faces are swollen, as the liquid moves from the lower extremities to the upper part of the body due to lack of gravity. Another damage they suffer is the loss of density of their bones. Astronauts face a number of difficulties such as walking and performing normal actions after their return. 11. Training for spacewalks. Did you know that training for spacewalks is usually conducted underwater? As explained by NASA, due to the weightlessness of floating, experts consider this type of practice as the best way to undergo tests from Earth. 12. Valentina Tereshkova. Valentina Vladimirovna Tereshkova was born on the 6th of March 1937 and was the first female astronaut in history. With a Soviet background, Tereshkova was aboard the Vostok 6 on June 16, 1973. when at 9:23 a.m. she marked a before and after becoming the first civilian to fly into space. She was chosen from more than 400 aspirants and completed 48 orbits around the Earth in her 3 days of mission in space. 13. Growing in space. The decreased pressure on the spine, due to the absence of gravity, increases astronauts' height by approximately 5 centimeters. 14. Nails fall off. Spacesuit gloves are very heavy and bulky, and therefore directly affect astronauts' fingernails. The astronauts restrict their fingers so much that they end up cutting off the circulation to the fingers, but at the same time the strong pressure presses the tip of each one of the fingers. This is why their hands end up full of blisters and their nails start to fall off slowly. Some astronauts have even pulled out their own nails before starting their journey, to avoid injury and possible infections. 15. How much do spacesuits weigh? Astronaut suits have more than 90 meters of pipes that regulate the entire cooling system. The spacesuit is very heavy, weighing around 127 kilograms. This is it for today's video. What do you think of our video? Feel free to share your thoughts in the comments section below. Don't forget to like and subscribe to our channel for more future updates. Thanks for watching.